Check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2. Hit the dubs in the chat. Check 1 2. Hit the dubs in the chat, homie.
Well.
World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael.
Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. Trailer, there's a mo, it's a beast.
Shut the fuck up! Fucker! Move! Alrighty, folks at home, we certainly hope that you're having a fantastic day in your neck of the woods. As we are live, world class is the best in the business, believe me. That we can certainly tell you. As we kick things off here today, and in a way that makes sense, we got the Queen coming through. She's coming through so fantastically, believe me. And certainly in a way that makes sense with a 3-time Tony Hawk combo. She's so amazing and so fantastic. So beautiful, believe me. And it is what we love to see. The Queen is coming through. She's really coming through fantastically. She's rolling out that heart-shaped carpet. And not only does it look amazing, but it smells fantastic as well. That you need to know and understand. So we have the Queen coming through. She's coming through bigly and strongly. And before the broadcast began, in a way that makes sense, we have Zadie coming through with the Norwegian Krona 200. It's fantastic. That's what we love to see. We are here, ladies and gentlemen, because you're not listening. You know, if you guys were listening, then we wouldn't have to come live this often, but you guys don't like to listen. That's very evident, very apparent. We tried telling you that the cracks were starting to show, that the writing was on the wall, but quite frankly, you didn't want to listen. And it could never be me, but it certainly could be you. You guys are too busy playing the Mickey Mouse game. You guys are too busy playing Pragmata, which is a terrible game, by the way. And that's what you guys are doing. You're too busy playing these slot games that are going to last you maybe about, 3 days at max. And then you're going to be bored out of your skull. And that's why Grand Theft Auto 6, the biggest entity in all of video, is going to provide much more, believe me, that we can tell you. But you're not ready for this cope, that we can tell you. You're not ready for this cope. You wish you were ready for this cope, but you're not ready for this cope. And quite frankly, this is a big problem for Grand Theft Auto 6. You see, the game is coming in 210 days, 211 days, 212 days, somewhere around there, right? November 19th, 2026 is really approaching quicker than ever before. In fact, we're closer than we've ever been. The marketing is supposed to start this summer. And with that said, we're running into a big problem. We tried telling you guys this weeks ago. In fact, we tried telling you guys this a few days ago, but you, of course, didn't want to listen. I mean, really what you guys should do is start your own merchandise. And you should put, I didn't want to listen on the shirt, because that's what you guys are really good at doing, is not listening. And I couldn't imagine being a teacher. I mean, these teachers, they need to be paid a lot more, believe me. No matter what you're teaching, whether it be college, if you're a college professor, because these college kids, they don't listen. You know, if you're in high school, you're a high school teacher, that's got to be a terrible job. I mean, if you love it, you love it, but I mean, it's got to be a stressful job, really. Middle school, that's got to be very stressful as well. And, even elementary, as an elementary teacher, you have to, it's just a lot of work. The teachers need to be paid a lot more, really, quite frankly, especially the passionate ones, the ones that really love teaching. But, imagine going through that daily on an 8-hour basis. I mean, you got students that don't want to listen, and it's so frustrating. And then you start to question, is it the curriculum? Is it the way we're teaching? Is it our presentation? Things like that. And really, quite frankly, it's none of that. I mean, it's just sometimes you get people that just don't want to listen. And, we have an audience in here that it goes in one ear and, believe me, out the other. And, I wish we could remedy that. I wish we could fix that. But, some of you guys came out of the asylum and you just have a deficiency. There's nothing I can do at this point. But the fact of the matter is that we tried telling you that where's the support? I mean, where's the support? But nonetheless, we tried telling you, we had the Queen come through with a 3-time Tony Hawk combo before the broadcast began. She loves coming through, and she's so fantastic. She's our cheerleader, and she's a big-time supporter of this broadcast, that we can tell you. And she's just coming through so bigly. And look at this right here. Speaking of support, he's coming through with the 5. We got Cody. Cody is in the building. Look at this right here.
Super chatted $4.99.
Cody is in the building coming
this is
through.
Absolutely so sad. Imagine not listening to world class.
Could never.
GTA 6 hasn't made any new news since the last trailer. It's over.
Well, I think we're on the precipice of something happening quite soon, and that is going to be refreshing to say the least. We got Cody, Big Dog Cody, in the building with the 5. It is what we love to see. Let's get some W's in the chat for Big Dog Cody. He's coming through with the 5. Well, it has been 1 year since GTA 6, trailer 2. And Rockstar's right now, they're in a position where they can't really hold close to their chest much anymore. I mean, really, quite frankly, in the next 20-something days, if not sooner than that, I think you will be seeing something. Whether it's good or bad news, I think there will be something coming in relation to Grand Theft Auto 6. I mean, they really have to pull the curtain back. There's no much. You can't wait more. You can't wait more. I mean, even if the game is delayed until 2027, which I don't believe that it is, and I'll tell you why. We have a big problem. You know, you probably already know what it is, but we have a big problem surrounding this game. It is getting worse by the day and week. I'm not trolling either, and you guys, might not think it's a big deal, but I believe it is a big deal. Cody is in the building coming through. We got Mike Bobo in the building with a 3-month loyalty badge. Yeah, and he says Take-Two announces investor calls 28 days before. It's less than 28 days now. They did this 2 other times, and both times Red Dead Redemption 2 was delayed. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, that could mean bad news, but at the same time, Rockstar is very unpredictable. You can't really figure this one out. I mean, they have no consistency with how they show the game, with what they're. I mean, we might not even see trailer 3 until August. I mean, who the frick knows with this Rockstar? They're not like the old Rockstar where they kind of did things in a certain way. Of course, they were quiet. They were always quiet. You had a lot of gaps. But, it's an unpredictable one. I'll tell you that. It's a wild card with Rockstar Games in 2026 here. And they know that they have really all the time in the world, but they actually don't now because there's a big problem with this game. Believe me, there's a big problem with this game. Yeah, no one's talking about it to the extent that we're talking about it. That we could certainly tell you. But they don't want to listen. I mean, you guys came right out of that asylum, and you don't want to listen. You have a listening deficiency, a comprehension problem. That we can tell you. Age verification is coming for the UK, so no GTA 6 for you. Well, you guys need to move out of the UK then. I mean, you guys got terrible weather over there. It's depressing, cloudy, rainy. Everyone that I've talked to from the UK is depressed. They tell me, oh, UK is so boring. Liverpool, London, it's terrible places. I mean, I was being positive, but they had negative, nothing but negative. And we're done with negativity here. I mean, really, honestly, we're going to have to, even if we know a game sucks, we're going to have to at least look at something that's going to be positive with it. If the game sucks, well, maybe it'll be more entertaining. That's what we're going to have to start doing because, you come in here with this negativity, and it unfortunately fosters a lot of people that are really depressed in life. And I don't need these people in here because, quite frankly, the sun is out. We're outside right now, and, we don't need these doomers coming in here and mucking it up 24/7. I mean, really, quite frankly, it gets tiring. They say gaming is dead, and they don't add to the conversation, I mean, I can't work with that, We know gaming is dead, but we have to look at what could bring it back, That's what we have to do. We have to look at what could bring it back. We can't look at, the cemetery and say, well, it's dead. I mean, that's obvious. You know what I mean? It's a set. Look at this right here. Jack Hitton coming through with the 5. It is what we love to see. Are we crackling today?
Jack Hitton super chatted £4.99. If we want GTA news,
that's what I'm talking about. See, I got Jack Bitton. I got Jack Bitton out here, and he's got that web scraper. And he puts it to good use, believe me. Jack Bitton does. He puts it to good use, and that's what we love. So we'll have to tell you to get that out quite frankly very soon because we're going to probably need it. That we can tell you. So Jack Bitton is in the building. He's coming through with the 5. We're going to need that web scraper out probably within the next week or so. That we can certainly tell you. They can't handle it. They certainly can't handle it. It is a sad situation that we can tell you. Look at this right here. We got to get the positivity up in here.
At upon Fay 2,720 super chat.
We got to get the positivity up in here.
The UK is lovely. Positively excellent.
That's what I'm talking about.
The birthplace.
That's what I'm saying.
And other great things, apparently.
That's what I'm saying. I said it'd be awesome to go to Liverpool, see where the Beatles formed, go to Abbey Road in London, do all these cool things. And it was just shot down, by our callers years ago. They said, oh, you don't want to go to London. It's terrible. You'll get stabbed. You're not going to get stabbed in London. I mean, these people don't get outside of their fucking basement. They sit in their car all day. They go home. They don't walk around these cities. I've walked around plenty of cities. Believe me, we've never had any major issues. And I've been to Skid Row with $3,000 of equipment on me. We've never, at night, by the way, we've never had any issues. These people are schizos. They're paranoid people. They don't have experience in the real world. That's what I can tell you. You can't listen to the news. You can't listen to any of that bullcrap. Because if you do, you're never going to do anything in your life. I mean, really, honestly. The news is a way to control the peasants. That's what it is. I mean, I don't know how to break it down further than that, but it's a fear factory. That's what news is. It's a fear factory. They want you to stay scared. They want to have control over you through fear. That's what the news is. So they tell you all these cities are so dangerous. Don't go outside. They want you to rot away in that fucking house. It's a sad situation. I mean, it really is. And you buy it hook, line, and sinker every time, They take an isolated event and they say, wow, this, there was a terrible incident on this street right here. And that paints a picture for the whole city is dangerous and the whole city is riddled with crime. It's a sad situation. As long as you have common sense and street smarts, I mean, you won't have an issue. We got Joshua Trump in the building. He's coming through with a 55-month loyalty badge. It is what we love to see. That we could certainly tell you. Joshua Trump coming through bigly and strongly with a 55-month loyalty badge. That's a big one. I mean, I can't do math, but I'll tell you it is a big one, 55 months. If you take a look at 2 years, that's 24 months, right? If you take a look at 3 years, that's 48 months. I mean, we're talking a big one right there. That's probably almost 5 years. Cody Rhodes is in the building with a two-time Tony Hawk combo. Look at this right.
Super chatted $4.
Cody Rhodes is in the building. Two-time Tony Hawk combo.
London was horrifying. Rockstar fanboys everywhere, so incredibly sad.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but these people got to get outside. I mean, they really got to step outside. Some of these people live in beautiful places, and they sit inside on the internet all day. It's a really depressing thing. I don't know why they do it, but they have severe mental issues, I think. And I just wish there was help that was more accessible and more affordable. But Cody Rhodes is in the building, and it is what we love to see with the two-time Tony Hawk combo. He's coming through in a way that makes sense. That we can certainly tell you. Yeah, they don't want you leaving. They don't want you. They don't want you leaving the basement. That we can tell you. They don't want you leaving the basement. It is so sad. They want to control you. We got the Queen in here, and the Queen is so lovely. She's so beautiful. I mean, she's so fantastic. And the Queen came through before the broadcast began with some beautiful stickers. Three-time Tony Hawk combo for the Queen. And we want to let you know as we continue here, are we having the crackle issue or no? Are we good on the crackle? Is the audio crackling or no? Look at this right here. 55-month Joshua Trump. 55-month.
At Joshua and Trump super chatted $5. Everybody should move here to Aruba and be in summer 24/7 with cool breeze throughout the whole day. We should send world-class an invitation.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. What is going on? That's what I'm talking about. 55-month Joshua Trump in the building. He coming through with a 5. Hell, he's triple digits right now. He's 555. Joshua Trump, 555 in the building. He says everybody should come down to Aruba and be in summer 24/7. I mean, I don't even know how I could comprehend that because we're used to seasons. We're used to these cool downs. We're used to the snow. We're used to these seasons. And you don't get that there, do you? It's summer 24/7. That might actually, I don't know if that would work for world class. We would have to get accustomed to that. It might take a big adjustment, but because I mean, imagine waking up every day and the sun is out and the weather is the same. At some point, it almost would seem fake. We got Joshua Trump 555 in the building. We got no crackle here today. It is what we love to see, that we can tell you. The audio is fantastic. It's unbelievable, that we can tell you. Well, since it's so unbelievable, you're going to have to indulge in this right here. We got the cherry float. It's going to wet our whistle, believe me. The cherry float is going to wet our whistle in a way that makes sense. Look at this right here. Cody Rhodes is in the building with a 3-time Tony Hawk combo. Cody Rhodes is in the building, 3-time Tony Hawk combo. Will we see any London streams? Probably not. There's probably too many crazy viewers watching that are in that area, so I probably wouldn't do it now. I mean, a few years ago I would have probably did it because, you know, things were a little bit more positive, but you got a lot of crazies watching, and some of them are from the UK. And, you know, of course, I wouldn't be familiar with it. And, you know what I mean? So probably not the best idea to do that. But, you know, it would be cool to visit one day, to go to the Beatles spots, you know, Penny Lane, you know, you know, Liverpool, of course, where the Beatles formed, you know, the John Lennon house, things like that. I mean, there's a lot to see with the Beatles. The Beatles is a fantastic band. We can't say that they're not. But I don't think we would stream it because, you know, a lot of crazies watching. A lot of crazy people. And some of them are from the UK, so, you know. I'm not going to go into an area, a territory that I don't know and, you know, broadcast our location. So we would probably, if we were to visit, maybe make a couple of videos and say we were standing where Paul McCartney was standing and John Lennon, but that might be the extent right there. We need you to lock in in a way that makes sense. That we could tell you. Randy Orton. Randy Orton, 3-time Tony Hawk combo. So here's what we're going to tell you about here today. I mean, Rockstar is doomed. They got to get this game out. There's no delays. I said 99%. I want to be wrong. Actually, I don't want to be wrong here. But some people want me to be wrong. They want this game delayed. I don't know what the obsession is with that. I think there's a big issue, a mental issue with that. I don't know why people want this game to be delayed indefinitely. I think that that's insane. We got to get this game out sooner rather than later, believe me. And Rockstar has to, because now there's pressure. There's big pressure, not only from the investors, of course. They want to see what they're investing into and when it's coming. But there's a bigger problem that's brewing. And I told you about this the other day. You didn't listen. I told you about this weeks ago. You didn't listen. But it's becoming a big problem now, and they're going viral, believe me. So we have AI, and that's the problem. There's these videos going viral of GTA 6, and the normies are buying it hook, line, and sinker. I'm not even trolling. Now, you guys are a little bit above, I believe, hopefully, the normie brain cell level, right? So since you guys are a little bit above the normie brain cell level, you can obviously tell it's AI. But we're talking about people that are sharing these viral videos that are blatantly fake. Some of them are looking more realistic, but you can still tell if you have a keen eye. And I will tell you, AI is going to force Rockstar's hand, whether they want it or not. That's what's going to happen. AI is going to force Rockstar to put the game out later this year. There's no more delays. You can't delay this game anymore. We have a big problem with AI. The screenshots, and I showed you these the other day, the screenshots are looking ultra realistic. They look really believable. The screenshots look really believable now. You really can't tell them apart. The models are training after the trailer content and the images and stuff, and it's becoming almost really hard to tell with the images. Now the video, you know, we're not there yet with the video, but if you get someone in there that knows what they're doing with video, and you basically degrade the quality of the video so it has low bit rate, you know, the AI is going to look more believable. And we have a big problem with AI with this game. We're seeing these fake screenshots go viral. We're seeing these fake videos go viral just within the past few days. I mean, it's a big problem, but you guys are not comprehending it. So we're going to come over here. We're going to show you the reality of the situation. So we got Game Roll, which is a Twitter shill. You got a bunch of these Twitter shills, Synth Potato, Game Roll, Nick Talk, whoever these losers are. And nonetheless, they're shills. You know, they grift on Twitter all day. They have no life. It's a sad reality, but, you know, you got to put food on the table. Look at this right here. We're coming through bigly. That we are.
Dingerito
is in the building. Look at this right here. I gotta stand up and crack it open. You guys are not listening.
Well, if it isn't my favorite YouTuber,
that's what we're talking about, homie.
World class. What's up, Michael?
That's what we talking about. Dingerito is in the building. He is coming through, and he's coming through in a way that makes sense with a $5 super chat. And it is what we love to see. Dingerito is coming through. He's coming through bigly. Let's get some W's in the chat. He's coming through bigly and in a way that makes sense. We're standing up for that one. It's beautiful. We got beautiful support from the All-Stars here. And it certainly is what we love to see. And we're coming back over here in a way that makes sense. Take a look at this. We got a big problem here. It's a big problem. You guys might not believe me, but that's okay. Because when Luke Steffens makes a video, boy, oh boy, are you guys there lining up to the trough. So Game Roll shares a warning about convincing GTA 6 AI fakes. Now, you have to keep in mind that we're in April, okay? The AI will be much better in 6 months from now as we get closer to GTA 6. Now, assuming Rockstar does come out of the woodwork here within the next few weeks, we'll obviously have official material. But now Rockstar is in a position where they have to battle AI, fake AI-generated content. And again, to the untrained eye, to the normies that aren't in the video game bubble, that aren't in the GTA 6 bubble, they don't know any better, nor do they really care. So they see it and they say, wow, GTA 6 is amazing. Does Rockstar want AI representing their product? They don't want that representing their product. So you got a situation here where the game has to release sooner rather than later because, again, AI is going to become even more prominent and even more prevalent in the scene as they continue to generate fake screenshots, fake videos that are convincing, and they're going to get more convincing as time goes on. I said in 6 months, the new models will probably be out, and it's going to look even better. So you have a massive problem here. And some of these people are buying it hook, line, and sinker. This is one of the reasons why they have to release this game sooner rather than later. Okay? That's why they have to do it, because why wouldn't they? They want to sit back and they say, well, you got trailer 1 and trailer 2. That trailer 2 came out 1 year ago. I mean, how many people actually can remember that? They've obviously seen it, but how many people can actually say that's fresh in their mind? It's not fresh in their mind, so they're scrolling on these brain rot apps. That's what they're doing all day. They're scrolling on these brain rot apps, believe me. And they're looking at these AI-generated screenshots of GTA 6 because Rockstar's not putting anything up. So we got these fake AI generated content coming out from the supposed Grand Theft Auto 6. And really, if I were Rockstar, I'd be stepping in and saying, we got a big issue here, we got a big problem because, quite frankly, this is inexcusable. This is why Trailer 3 has to come out and it has to double down and say, no, this is the official look at the game. This is what the game is going to look like when you play it later this year on November 19th, 2026. And now you have all of these AI screenshots. You have all of these AI videos. And it's creating a false impression of what the game is actually going to be like. I mean, there's no way that some of these features that you're seeing in these AI videos are going to be in this game. So, that's becoming concerning as well. It's not just about how it looks. It's about, someone's going to look through a video and say, wow, that's what we can do in GTA 6. They're not going to know any better. And then when they play the game later this year, they might say, well, I remember seeing that in the video. You can't even do it. So it's becoming a big problem here. It really is. And it's only going to get worse. I mean, I told you guys this. It's only going to get worse, but they don't want to listen. Look at this right here. Better Than Evil 2 is in the building. It's what we love to see.
Better Than Evil 2
Come on.
was just tipped $9.99 through Super Chat. I'm more excited for the world-class GTA 6 streams more than the actual game.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be delicious. Believe me, just like this cherry flow. It's gonna be so delicious. It's gonna hit different that we can. It's gonna be so delicious. It's gonna hit different that we can certainly tell you. Better Than Evil 2 is in the building. We certainly don't want to stream it for 400 viewers or 500 viewers. I mean, that would be embarrassing for my ego, and my ego is really high, believe me. So we're going to have to make sure that that's not a reality. On November 19th, of course, if it doesn't get delayed, and I said 99% chance that it is still locked in my opinion. Of course, we could be wrong. We hope that we're not wrong. But, we can't stream the biggest entity in all of video for 400, 500 viewers. That's inexcusable in my opinion. I mean, I could go down the list of our accomplishments within this game industry and on YouTube here, and it outweighs anything that anyone else has done in this bubble especially. I mean, really, honestly, I've been doing this for longer than any of these head honchos that you guys watch. A lot of these shills, they just started their channel maybe 10 or 11 years ago. And I've started mine about 15 years ago. So we got a head start. And not only that, but, we've gone viral. We exposed Cyberpunk. We're in the Crowcat videos. I mean, there's just a lot that we've done in this space. And that pisses people off. But that's okay. That's why we got the plaque and you don't. So Better Than Evil 2 is coming through. He's coming through bigly with the $10 super chat. So what we'd love to see. And he says he's more excited to see World Class play this game. Yeah, we're going to break this game down in a way that we can only do that. Nobody else is going to break it down in a way that we do. Because everyone else is just going to play the story. And, we'll play the story, but once it lets us loose, we have to experiment and we have to explore organically and we have to see what the game is all about. We have to check out the interiors. I mean, it's going to be multiple. I said it's going to be multiple streams for Grand Theft Auto 6. That we can tell you, because the game is going to be so big that we have to see what we're probably going to be missing out on. And look at this right here. Teacherito is in the building yet again.
At Dingerito 2,779.
That's what we talking about, homie.
$4.99.
That's what we talking about.
Will you be streaming the Black Flag remake?
Oh, Lord. Yeah. When is that supposed to come out? They're going to talk about it soon, right? Isn't that coming out supposedly in May? Could you imagine being excited for that? Well, this is what I said on Twitter. I said, there's no one that's going to care about that game. I mean, I know it's Assassin's Creed, and it's pretty popular, but I can tell you this. Where did that super chat go? There it is right there. I could tell you that someone was spamming in here. The mods do a great job. They do a fantastic job getting these psychos out of here. But I will tell you that it looks terrible. Now, again, the original game is terrible as well. So, I mean, we just played it, a few months ago. We played Assassin's Creed Black Flag. It's a terrible game. I mean, I don't think it's really that great of a game. It's a lot of nostalgia. They love garbage. But this remake, and look at this right here, Cody Rhodes yet again. It's what we love to see. Cody Rhodes is coming through with a 1-month loyalty badge. It's going to be multiple. It's going to be multiple streams. I mean, I just can't imagine where we get bored of it within, it's going to take at least a month probably to get bored of GTA 6. Because I'm going to be taking my time with it. I don't care where everyone else is at in the game and what they've discovered and unlocked. That to me doesn't matter. I'm taking my sweet time with Grand Theft Auto 6. And hopefully we have more than 170 viewers. The internet's a big place. That's what they want you to believe. But I think it's a fake place. I think really, because realistically, I mean, I could name a YouTube channel that doesn't even get that many views. And chances are you guys are all watching. Now, how is that a realistic thing? Because, basically what YouTube is, there's so much content on this website. It's basically like space. It's like we all found the same planet on space, and the chances of that are incredibly high, right? It doesn't make sense. I think we have a dead internet theory. I think that's a real thing. I don't really know much about it. I think it's kind of a Zoomer term, but I think there's some truth to it. I think there's not as many people using the internet as you would think. I really do believe that in some cases. Because if I mention 4 channels that are small, you probably know of them at least. And it's just like, how is that? How does that make sense? They only get 100 viewers, and yet you guys know of these channels. How does that make sense? You know what I mean? If the internet was so big, and you wouldn't know about these channels. So I think there's a situation going on right now. Believe me, that we can tell you. We got Adam Thyroid coming through. Well, we've sent out the notifications. You know, it's a terrible shame. We got 200 viewers in here. That's a little bit more like it. I think they're sharing the broadcast, or they're getting silly. That we could tell you. We got DiGerito coming through. People are buying bots. Yeah, they are buying bots. I can name one channel right now that is certainly buying bots, because this guy plays these irrelevant games. He's got AI thumbnails, by the way. And I've tried to mess around with these AI thumbnails, but you know, they look cool, but you can tell it's AI. And until that line diminishes, then we're going to try and mostly stick with realistic. Because when we hold the game up, that's not AI. There's nothing AI about that picture at all. My thumbnail right now, where we're holding up GTA 6. Now, sometimes we sprinkle in some AI themes and AI flair to it, but nothing major. But I will tell you that the image that you're looking at for the thumbnail of this stream, we're holding up the GTA 6 box. That's a real image. Okay, the only thing we're doing is we're taking the game art and we're putting it over the box, but we're actually holding up a case. It's all real. The image is 100% real. We took those years ago. You see, World Class had a vision. I said, we're going to be big on the internet. That's what I said to myself. And I said, so we did a photo shoot. I said, in 2018, we did a photo shoot. I said, I'm gonna sit here, because I looked sexy. I really did back then. You know, we really looked sexy. I said, damn, these women need to be lining up because we're so fucking hot, believe me. And I said, my God. So I was in love with World Class, and I said, we're going to have to do a photo shoot here, believe me. We're going to have to do a photo shoot. So we took multiple pictures, and we landed on a couple of them that were pretty good. And I said, well, they're freaking out on Twitter, right? Believe me, they're freaking out on Twitter. They said, we went to Michael Does Live's channel, youtube.com/Michael Does Live, over nearly 110,000 subscribers. You guys got to tell your friends to subscribe, because we're almost there, 110,000 subscribers. And I said, they're freaking out, right? Believe me, they're freaking out over these thumbnails. They said all the pictures are the same. This guy's a lunatic. I said, well, we're going to keep at it. You know, that's what pisses them off. That's fantastic. So they showed their true cards. You know, they didn't have the poker face. And they said, okay, well, that gave me a reason to continue using the thumbnail, because not only is it consistent, but it certainly pisses people off that we use the same thumbnail every video, every stream almost. And it's funny to me how they get mad about that. I say, well, it works. You know, I mean, I was making videos long before we used any of those thumbnails. And, you know, when I switched over, I think it was late 2019, early 2020, maybe 2021. When I switched over to my face holding the game up, I mean, the views went fucking skyrocketing. You know, in 2021, I believe 2020, the views went up bigly. And I said, well, hell, it's working. I mean, that's what we're going to do. So that we could tell you. You guys aren't listening. You have to start listening. This is a very high. In fact, I should have went to Harvard. Believe me, we should have went to Harvard, because I think I would have a high GPA. I could tell you. Look at this right here, DiGerito again. I think that's a 3-time Tony Hawk combo.
2,779 super chatted $4.99.
8 out of 10.
You're a good-looking man. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10, by the way. Where's the 9 or 10? Look at this right here. I mean, you're not going to get better than this. That we could tell you. DiGerito says 8 out of 10. That's a little low on my standards. I said, we a 9 out of 10, homie. That's what we're talking about. DiGerito, nonetheless, he's coming through with the 3-time Tony Hawk combo. It is what we love to see. That we could tell you. Well, it's legendary, but they don't click on it. You got these losers in here that say, well, it's the same video. It's not the same video. You need to start watching. I mean, you guys, really, the fact that you, let me just say this. The fact that you, oh, we got big problems. The fact that you guys clicked, and I'm going to turn this up a little bit so that way you guys can hear. But the fact that you guys clicked on this stream, listen here. The fact that you guys clicked on this stream is really a testament to the high IQ Because these other losers, I mean, they're so stupid, right? The normies. Right, we have 110,000 subscribers almost. How many people are clicking on this stream? There's only 200 smart people. It's over. It's over. And that's why it's a big problem, because you have GTA 6 on the horizon and there's a slew of fake AI images. They're blatantly fake, but the normies can't figure that out, right? So, and if you've seen this stuff, it's all over social media. These AI GTA 6 videos, someone's putting them through a model and they're generating these videos. And it's only going to get worse, that we can tell you. It's only going to get worse. We need Chromecat coming back. You guys didn't listen. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. We got to get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm a fucking beaver. We ain't doing no beaver, bro. There was a beaver coming over here. But luckily it turned around. I was going to shut the stream off. I said, we're not doing beavers. I can't do wild animals approaching. That's something we can't do. It might be an autistic thing, but we can't do wild beavers coming over here. We're not doing that. Luckily it turned around, but we're going to have to keep our eye out, because I'm not doing wild beaver coming over to the legs. We don't need rabies. Okay, that we can tell you. That's probably we got to get out of here, bro. If that thing comes up behind me, I'm never coming out here again. I don't do things like that. We don't do wild animals approaching out of nowhere. That's a sad situation. That's a scary thing. In fact, I'm gonna make a horror game where it's not zombies, it's not the animals coming out of nowhere. That's what's scary. I mean, seriously, it's scary. I mean, imagine if you were in a cabin in the middle of the woods and you heard an animal outside. It's a fucking moose. I mean, to me, that's scary. I don't know. It's scary. Because you don't know what the animal's going to do. I mean, you don't know what the moose is going to do. You know, what if it charges right into the freaking cabin? You just don't know. I mean, it's that sense of unpredictability. You don't know what the beaver's going to do. It might start chucking the wood or whatever the beaver does, digging a hole in the ground. We don't know what the beaver does or what it can do. And it's a sad situation. I was going to flip the camera to show you guys the beaver. Look at this right here. Levi's coming through, the longest subscriber of the live viewing audience. Levi in the building coming through. He's coming through. That's what we're talking about. I mean, I was going to show you guys if it kept coming closer. I said we were going to wrap the stream up right there, because I said that this thing was big. Believe me, this thing was big. We got Levi coming through bigly and strongly with the 5 longest subscriber of the live viewing audience. It is, believe me, what we love to see. Levi coming through, longest subscriber of the live viewing audience. Levi's been watching for a very long time, believe me. We tested this out and we verified it. And Levi's been watching for so long. He's just a fantastic guy, believe me. And he's gonna be celebrating this weekend. That's what we're talking about. Levi coming through. Longest subscriber of the live viewing audience. Motherfucking beaver, homie. Oh, this shit was big as shit. Like, motherfucking this big. Like, we getting out of here. We ain't playing around. That's what we're talking about. Levi in the building coming through big and strong. Oh, Input Funny decided to show up. I mean, here's what's gonna happen. Input Funny. I got a little secret. Come on. Look closer. Input Funny. First of all, cállate, pinche. Okay. Input Funny. Cállate, pinche. Okay. Cállate, pinche. And second of all, Input Funny. We have a PS3 retro stream in the works here. I'm not going to say what game it is. But you might know if you have been listening in the previous streams, right? But we have something's a little loose. We have a PS3 retro stream. And I don't know if anyone's actually done this now that I think about it. I mean, maybe someone's done it, but I don't know if anyone has done it. I'll have to look. But we got a PS3 retro stream. And what that means, What that means, Input Funny, is that you need to lock in, okay? That's what that fucking means. So why don't you put down the motherfucking fries, because that's what your ass cooking in that motherfucking air fryer. And I said, you're going to put that motherfucker down, and you're going to watch my PS3 retro stream. So we got the cell processor. That's going to boot up. You know, I mean, at one point, they said it was a supercomputer, right? Even the Army was using the PS3s. They were connecting the PS3s together, and they were creating a cluster, right? That's what they were doing. I'm not trolling. A long time ago, because the cell processor was, ahead of its time, very much so. You guys can go look this up. Oh, we got big problems. But you guys can go look this up. The cell processor was ahead of its time. That we can, believe me, tell you. But we're going to be doing a PS3 retro stream. And I don't think anyone's done it before. Believe me, I really don't. Not to the extent, but we'll have to see. It should be a big one. You know, these boomers in here love PlayStation 3, and then when you play the PlayStation 3, they don't care. It's a grift. I mean, I'm serious. They say, oh, we love the PlayStation 3. Well, if you love the PlayStation 3, then you need to start tuning into the PlayStation 3 streams, and we do them occasionally. We just went all out on our Saw PlayStation 3 stream with big production values. We used AI, but it was, I think, done in a smart way. And I said, well, shit. We had a technical issue that was, preventing something, but, we went all out, and I don't think you guys wanted to see more, so I said, well, we're not doing that again. But nonetheless, we will be coming back to the PlayStation 3 since we now can capture the PlayStation 3 gameplay without any trouble. I mean, it's very easy to do now. But that's what you need to know and understand. It was over 1,000 PS3s. They connected together to make a supercomputer. Well, I mean, you know what we should do, Input Funny? We should do the same thing. We should take 1,000. This is the Mr. Beast type video. We should see what 1,000 PS3s could do. Input Funny, I just got the video idea. We should see if we can cluster them. I don't even know if that's possible anymore, but how do they do it? I mean, was it through the Linux or something? Because they took that off of these PS3s, unless you find an old one. But imagine if we got 1,000 PS3s and somehow we could cluster them together to see the full power of the PlayStation 3. like that would be a video for these multimillionaires that can afford to do something like that. Obviously, I can't, but I think that would be a big video. That would be over 500,000 views, maybe 1 million. It would go viral on Reddit. Twitter, IGN, GameSpot. They'd be posting it everywhere. So if you guys got a lot of money and you want a video idea that'll get you views, how about you guys try and replicate that and see how much power you can get out of the cell processor with 1,000 cell processors. Hell, you can. That still might be a supercomputer in 2026. It is too much content. They can't handle it. It's a sad situation. What is wrong with these guys? Well, they came out of the asylum without any direction, and that's the problem. They had the straitjacket on, and instead of saying, well, we're free, we want to experience things without the straitjacket on, they want to keep it on. It's a sad situation, that we can tell you. The big thing holding back the 7th generation was 512 megabytes of RAM. People wouldn't be able to comprehend what the cell processor was capable of, by the way. Well, they can't comprehend this either. We got a big problem here. And I'm going to come over here and actually start looking at this. GameRoll shares a warning about convincing GTA 6 AI fakes. Rockstar needs to make their own seal of quality. That's what I'm saying. They have to make their own seal of quality because you're in a position right now. You're in a position right now where, well, it's just a sad situation. I mean, and they have to come out and reassure people that this is the actual game and not these AI fakes. They have to do it sooner rather than later. Trailer 3 No one's going to buy into these fake AI screenshots and images when we got trailer 3. Now it's not going to stop the problem, but clearly all of the attention and focus won't be on the AI fakes. They'll be on trailer 3, and that racks up millions of views. So let's come back over here. This is what the show said on Twitter. This is a PSA for everybody to become extra vigilant regarding AI images of GTA 6. I swear to God, this guy watches the show because I think he posted this like a day after. I swear that what these people do in here, and you don't have to believe me, but you would be surprised. I'm sure Luke Steffens is watching right now. He won't ever admit it, but these motherfuckers watch, and I don't care. I'm glad they watch. That's fantastic because I secretly watch their shows too. But I will tell you, some of them, but I will tell you, it's almost word for word, unless we're really that smart, which of course we are. It's almost word for word that they're taking. And I literally said this the other day, and this was before I think he made this tweet. But he says each time a new model drops, they become more and more believable. There's only 7 months to go, guys. Can we just stop? These guys got to find employment. I told these people, I said, they need to find a summer job. There's a bird shitting on me. They need to find a summer job is really what they need to do. It's a ridiculous thing. Of course, we know that generative AI can't make GTA 6 itself. It's not just that Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick says it. We have seen someone try it and demonstrate how difficult it is. GTA 6 fakes, leaks, and we know more and more people will try and make fakes. So, again, this is a big problem because it's painting a false picture of what the game is going to entail and what the game is all about, and it's only going to get worse, especially if Rockstar continues to stay quiet in the shadows. We can't have that. We need them to start barking. We need trailer 3, believe me, and that's what we need. Well, they all take my ideas. I mean, that's what they do, because they know we're never going to get credit. They know that they can steal the ideas and they can steal the content, and it's the Wild West on this platform, really. Okay, let's take a look here. Where is the support? Hit the like button because we only have, well, I can't even see. How do we get to that? This screen is all jacked up. Let's take a look. The screen is all jacked up. Let's take a look here. I bet we're not even at 100 likes. Oh, my God. Barely at 100 likes. I mean, you guys need... I don't care if there's only 170 people in here. You guys got to get a little bit more hyped here because what's going to happen is... Look at this! Cody Rhodes! 4-time!
Demarks super chatted $4.99. Game journalists and critics taking ideas from independent content creators.
I mean, it's a sad situation, that we could tell you. So we got Cody Rhodes in the building, the American Nightmare coming through with what 4 or 5-time Tony Hawk combo. It is what we love to see. Cody Rhodes is coming through here, and they just can't handle it. I mean, they're watching, they're taking ideas, they're taking inspiration. They can't stay in their own lane. It's really unbelievable. Oh, man, look at this right here. Better Than Evil 2 is now coming through. Look at this right here. Unbelievable.
At Better Than Evil 2 was just
look at that right there. Better Than Evil 2 is coming through.
Super chat. They copy world class. I remember when you called that the PS5 Pro price would go up.
And you know who did it too?
To buy now I did, but they didn't listen.
You know who did it too? I don't want to name his name, but I'll say this: he's in the Crowcat video. He's one of the shills. He's a big YouTuber, big presence on social media with his the games he plays. And I said, there's no way this guy's not watching. These motherfuckers secretly watch. It's a guilty pleasure for these people. It really is. But you'll never see them publicly say that they watch. But I will tell you. That's okay, because we'll never publicly say that we watch you either. But I will say that It was almost word for word, and this is what we've been talking. The PlayStation 5 Pro thing, I've been talking about that for a long time, and we're talking months and months and months. We've been telling you guys, probably over a year, we've been telling you that the PlayStation 5 Pro is going to be a hot commodity. Believe me, it's going to be a hot commodity. And I said, good luck finding one day one. I mean, you can't even find one right now. The PlayStation 5 Pro, in fact, is already sold out. At my local store, there's no PlayStation 5 Pros, and that's because Sony raised the price. Everyone before they raised the price, they went out and they bought one so that they can either flip or they can keep for Grand Theft Auto 6. But I said, you can't even find a PlayStation 5 Pro right now. What makes you guys think that it's going to be back in stock? I mean, as we get closer to the release date, November 19th, 2026, GTA 6 is going to it's going to drive people crazy, and they're going to need the best place to play it, and that's going to be more than likely that PlayStation 5 Pro. So even though it's $800, $900, whatever the price is now, at the end of the day, they don't care. That they're already sold out right now. It's a crazy thing, believe me. Better Than Evil 2 is coming through. And in a way that makes sense. Hard and strong. Better Than Evil 2 is coming through. We got that cream float here. We got that cream float. I mean, I'm not trolling. It actually is sold out at my store. You can't. They only have one PlayStation 5. Actually, it's unbelievable. I said, who the hell is buying this console? I mean, there's nothing to play on it. Until the biggest entity in all the video, Grand Theft Auto 6, which of course is not coming until at least about 200 days from now if it doesn't get pushed back. And I said 99%, that's my opinion, 99%. I don't think the game is getting delayed. I don't think they're in a position where it doesn't make sense to delay it. They would miss out on the holiday sales. That's when people spend big, those are the facts, you got AI, that's a big problem. AI is getting stronger and better and more realistic. And the longer they wait on pushing anything new out, it's going to become more problematic. And they're going to have to do more work to advertise their actual game and say, no, look, this is the actual game. And, because people are desperate for attention on the internet. That's the economy on the internet, attention. And, they get in these AI models and they take the pre-existing stuff and then they expand it and it looks realistic because it's the real source material. So those are two reasons why they can't afford to delay it. But there's much more. They have to get this thing going. I mean, the PlayStation 5, the hacking scene on the PlayStation 5, I'm not sure if it has progressed. I think it has. But that's not looking good either for Rockstar Games, because if they can hack it, the PlayStation 5, if they have a fully open PlayStation 5, quite frankly, we don't know what that entails for Grand Theft Auto 5, but they got to get it out sooner rather than later. I don't think there's a reason for them to push it back further, because if they push it back further, if I'm an investor, why would I continue to invest in this? Why would I continue to have confidence in this? Because, quite frankly, it's just like, what are we doing here? How many times can you say we need more polish, we need a little bit more time for perfection? Well, you could show us another trailer, but that's the best of the best, right? That's highlights. It's the greatest hits. So, there's only so many times we can buy into that narrative that they really do need more time and that they do need more polish. And in my opinion, what would the excuse be? What would they say? Really, honestly, what are you going to say? That we need a little bit more time to really flesh this out, and as such, it's not coming until spring 2027. Who's really going to care? Now, that's great news for other developers and publishers if that does happen. Especially like Wolverine and Call of Duty and Metro 2039, which, by the way, that's not coming out. They're waiting on GTA 6 for that. But that's where it stands. People would still be complaining about the PlayStation 5 Pro overhead. Here we go right here. Adam Theory, this guy, what a chat and what a legend. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, this guy's amazing. I bet he's really sexy. And Adam Theory says, I have a sealed day one PS5. Look at this right here. This guy's so smart. He's got a sealed day one PS5. I got 2 on launch day and kept one sealed so I can mess with the jailbreak one day on it. I should open it and do that. Yeah, if you have the old school PlayStation 5, it's got the old firmware on it, and I think you could easily hack that. I'm not sure. But those are actually, I wouldn't open it though. I think they're actually pretty valuable. I think they were going for about $2,000 or $3,000 on eBay. Now, I'm not sure if someone bought it for that, but I think they're obviously very rare. I mean, they don't make that version no more. So it's a very rare console. It's a very rare console, and that's the best PS5 because you don't need internet to play it. You don't need internet to activate the disk drive or things like that. So, and there should have been more outrage. I mean, quite frankly, there should have been more outrage, but there wasn't. They pulled an Xbox and no one cared, but when Xbox does it, they got a problem. You know, it's so funny that the Xbox One, you guys, isn't it so funny? You guys remember that time on the internet? Where were you guys at, and who were you watching? Believe me, because, you know, in 2013, somewhere around there, 2013, 2014, 2012. So one of those years, Xbox One came out. It was probably 2014, I think early 2014. And they said you had to check in with the internet to play your games every 24 hours. They said all these crazy things. And what really changed? I mean, very little changed from their initial statement. I mean, really honestly, you know, you go look at that Angry Joe and Major Nelson interview, and it's just like they didn't really change anything. They just found a way to spin it through PR, and the gamers are so dumb that they still bought it. Because the Xbox One, I mean, if I were to buy a sealed Xbox One right now, it's literally a brick. If I don't have internet, it's literally a brick. We're talking about a 2014 console, by the way. So Xbox, and by the way, there's new rumors, and this is terrible. This is really terrible, and I want to talk about this real quick. But there's new rumors, and this is the death of the console. I mean, it really is. But there's new rumors that the new Xbox is not going to have a custom chip. What that means is, as far as I understand, and I could be wrong, but what that means from my perspective is that it seems like they're just going to take a computer chip, and I mean completely a computer chip, and just paste it in the Xbox. We're not talking about custom silicon. And that, to me, that's it. The DNA of a video game console is done, right? Because, yeah, they've been like computers, but they've had custom hardware to kind of facilitate the console experience and to, set it apart from a computer, And it's unbelievable. It's really what it is. So they're saying the new Xbox is not going to have a custom chip. It's just going to be what you can find at a computer store. And that's terrible. It's just that's what it is. So the next Xbox, and if that's true, but that means it's over. I mean, it really is over. That's the death of the console, because now it's just a computer repackaged as a console, but there's nothing custom about it at all. I mean, really, honestly, that's the end of an era. No, it literally is just a PC at that point. No, like literally is just a PC at that point, and that's terrible. They can't handle it, though. They really can't. Like the Steam Cube. No, the Steam Cube is probably, I think the Steam Cube is using a custom chip, but I mean, look at the cell processor they spent, and that's crazy. The cell processor, they spent all of this money. IBM, Samsung, who else worked on that thing? They spent how much money on that? $1 billion, $800 million, whatever the price was. To Toshiba. Toshiba worked on it too, I think. And the cell processor, they spent years of research, years of development. And they put out something that was just the norm. The developers were too stupid to. It was untapped potential, really. I mean, there's only a couple of games I would argue that maybe, kind of showcased off what it could do. And I'm not a game dev or an engineer, so I obviously don't know. But, obviously it was very exciting hardware, and it was something that you couldn't get, on the computer. You couldn't get that power on a computer, especially for that price. I mean, $600 back in 2006, you couldn't. What was it, AMD Bulldozer or something? You had maybe 8 cores. That was probably the max back then, maybe 4 cores, I don't know. Trailer 3 with pre-orders are not going to be announced until they can get a situation figured out where they can actually accept pre-orders. Well, maybe they can do it, but the PlayStation Store will crash if they do. Actually, they can't because the PlayStation Store will crash. That we can tell you. The Steam Cube uses a regular AMD chip. Okay, well, what's the point in buying that then? You guys are dumb. Why would you buy that? I mean, if you can go to the computer store right now and buy the same chip, what's the point? Just build it yourself. What's custom about it, Linux? I don't. There's nothing. You have to have custom hardware. And it seems like they're not interested in that anymore, and it's a sad to leave me situation. Here we go right here. And Input Funny is talking sense. He says a comparable computer back in 2006 was probably like $2,000. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, $600 back in the day, that was insane. But the PlayStation 3, the initial PlayStation 3 was the ultimate video game console. I mean, it really was. You had hardware, backwards compatibility with the PlayStation 2. That was fantastic. So it could play all generations of PlayStation games. And it was the first Blu-ray player, HDMI as well. Because remember, Xbox didn't have HDMI at the time. That's what you guys are forgetting. They had component cables. There was no HDMI port on the Xbox 360 initially until they revised it with that, I think it was the Black Edition, a couple of years later, a year later. 2007, I think they came out with the Xbox 360 with the and it's just, they can't handle it. They can't handle it. Why do we have so many viewers today? Where's the support? No one's playing Arc Raiders. Who cares if they have a new map? The gameplay is so stale. The gameplay is so terrible. I mean, nobody wants to sit there and play that garbage. Can we talk about what we're talking about instead of, like, no one cares about Arc Raiders. That was a fad game. You guys, all of you guys jumped on it late. I was playing it when when no one cared about it except for like a couple of streamers before it was really big, before the normies got on it for a little bit. We played the Slam Test in October, and I remember booting it up and thinking, wow, this is actually really good. You know, the mood, the tone, and the atmosphere of that tutorial level, I thought that was awesome. You know, but really the community destroyed that game. They're a bunch of woke losers. They obviously voted for Hillary and Bernie Sanders. You know, they want free handouts. They want free health care. They want benefits. They want to rot on that couch, put nothing into society, do no work. I mean, that's the type of losers that play that garbage. They have rainbow flags in their basement. I just can't, you know. I mean, I really just can't. And it's just like, give me an offline version of that game and I'll play it happily. I don't need to play with other incels. And, you know, until they can do that, we're done. I don't. Arc Raiders 2, make single player offline mode, bots. Just give me that. You know, that way when the servers die down, you'll still be able to play something. .007 next month is going to be GTA 6. They're going to have to pull the curtain back on this game. You guys are insane. They're going to be pulling the curtain back on this game next month. Do we know when the Black Flag remake is coming out or no? It looks terrible. I already said it. I said the Black Flag remake is going to flop. Okay, that's what I said. I said the Black Flag remake is going to flop. Because look at what happened to the Dead Space remake. The Dead Space remake, they were shilling that to the moon and back. They said, wow, we love Dead Space. We're so glad that they remade it. They finally remade Dead Space, and no one cared. I mean, look at the sales numbers for Dead Space remake. They're terrible. The sales numbers for Dead Space remake are terrible. So how did the Dead Space remake flop? They gave you guys everything that you wanted. Right? They listened to the feedback. They hired Twitch ambassadors to make sure that they did it right. better graphics than ever, yet it still flopped. You guys had, now obviously Assassin's Creed is much more popular than Dead Space remake, but I will tell you, I think the Black Flag remake, I mean, first of all, it looks terrible. You're playing as this loser-ass hobo that doesn't even look cool. Like, it's just some blonde dude in a freaking, 17 whatever outfit, 1776 outfit. Motherfucking ass, like, the whole game is trash. Never cared for Black Flag. I think it's a loser game for incels, okay? I'm just being honest with you. Anyone with a high IQ, you don't go where the normies go, okay? Tell you that right now. I already said Assassin's Creed 1 because it was the first before they watered it down and continued to just copy and paste. Same game on repeat. Assassin's Creed 1. There's something there. Solid game, okay? Not great. It's got problems. But a solid enough game to maybe try again with Assassin's Creed 2. I didn't care enough to go to Assassin's Creed 2. I've never played it. It's the same game. I think they've downgraded it, though. I think the first game actually still holds up in 2026. Just the sound design of him moving around and the animations are still pretty well done. So the first game, and then you got Assassin's Creed Unity, which actually, is a next generation Assassin's Creed game, especially for the time, 2014. And you got, at one point like 5,000, 10,000 NPCs on the screen at once. It's just an insane thing. Beautiful graphics still. And unbelievable animations, really fantastic animations. Still hold up very well in 2026. Those are the only two ones that you need to play. All the other ones are terrible. I don't care what your internet buddies say. You get in these little Discords and these Reddits. You're losers. Okay? Why don't you think for yourself? Okay? God gave you a human brain. God gave you a brain. Why don't you utilize that brain and stop worrying about what other people are thinking and talking about? And that's what you're going to have to really put to the test when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out. Because I understand the urge, but you got to fight the urge, believe me. You got to fight the urge. That's why we're going to settle down with the game, and we're not going on Reddit. We're not going on Twitter. We're not going on YouTube. We don't care what they have to say. Why would I care? It's me in Grand Theft Auto 6. That's all that matters. I don't need to go and look what Joe Schmo said about the game. I don't care what Joe Schmo said. I just don't care. I don't care what people think about the game. Why would I care? I mean, we've been waiting for this for a very long time. We're jonesing for that type of game. And all I need is the game in front of me, and that's it. I don't need to hear what other people are saying. I don't need to see what other people are finding in the game. I don't care. Eventually I'll look, and when that time comes is when we'll look at it, but I don't have the fear of missing out. I don't need to socialize about the game because we're socializing with the game, right? I don't need to socialize about the game because I'm socializing with the game. So even though the game might not talk back, we're talking to the game and we're saying, we're in the dark with the candles, with the beef jerky, and we're saying, Rockstar's really done it, and they put out something that's actually good. We've been waiting so long for one great game, and we might have finally gotten it, and that's all that matters. Quite frankly. They just can't handle it. It's unbelievable. That we could tell you. GTA 6 will revolutionize the gaming industry. Fable is talking sense. This will be Ubisoft's first current-gen remake ever. Well, that's okay. They can keep it. I mean, we'll play it, but I don't have fond memories of the original. We didn't play that game when it came out. And every time the internet likes to show these games that we didn't play, typically they just turn out to be terrible slop. They turn out to be terrible slop. I mean, we can name games that you guys said were great games, like Witcher 3. We didn't play that when it came out. Why would I play that garbage? I don't want to roam around as some Shawn Michaels looking guy with silver hair with the fucking sword, I mean, I don't, that doesn't float my boat. But you incels in your basement who are on 4chan or Reddit, Twitter all day, you like that fantasy garbage. And then they came out with that Netflix series with Henry Cavill. And you said, wow, Gerald is so amazing, And then you came back out of the woodwork and you said, that's what you said. It's a terrible shame is what it is. That we can tell you. Hope it doesn't get delayed, but watch Rockstar is going to come out and said the game is coming out in 2027. It's been delayed. It's unreal, that we could tell you. The social event pre-order. Well, I hate to name drop, but we're missing a few people in here already, and that worries me because so there was a person in here that I think has exited the building, and that's unfortunate. We must have said something that ruffled the feathers, or the trolls got to him, but who knows. But I will tell you that it seems like that might be a trend going forward, because there's a lot of people in here that say that they're going to be here in 6 months, 7 months, and I said, well, that's what they all say. And, you know, if they're already dropping off now, then, you know, there's not much we can do. I mean, I'm not going to go and try and say, hey, what's going on? Because every time I try and do that, they just want to argue, and I'm not interested in arguing. It's really none of my business why you said you're throwing in the towel, but I think it is a little concerning and a little odd. And but that's all it takes is one strong opinion that they strongly despise, and boy, oh boy, will they get hot about it, especially if it's politics. But, you know, they confuse video games with politics these days, so they... woke incels, yeah. It's a shame that we have so many woke incels watching. Really is a shame. I mean, isn't it? It's ironic that we have so many woke incels watching, because... But where do you think that comes from? Do you think that comes from me saying that the game is trash and then pointing out why it's trash? And they get hot about it, and either they agree with you initially or they disagree, but I think they eventually get bored of the conversation, and then they twist it and turn it. And look at this right here. Fable is in the building, and he is coming through big and strong. We need you to lock in.
At Fable Lapalicious,
Fable is in the building.
232 has just tipped $9.99
Come on.
through Super Chat.
Dude.
Keep your eyes open for April 28th, May 1st,
Really?
5th, 8th, and 12th.
Wow.
Trailer 3 is in
That's
the
literally
November.
next week, bro. I'm not ready.
November 19th, we will officially be in GTA 6 World.
That's what I'm saying. We're going to be. That's what I'm saying. I mean, May 1st, if that's when we're going to start locking in here, because it seems like the time is right to start locking in again on this game, as hype continues to grow, and especially it will if they roll this out here soon, or at least give an update on the biggest entity in all of video, GTA 6. But that is approaching soon. He said April 28th. I mean, that's right around the corner. We got Fable in the building, the technical flash. He is coming through. I mean, Fable is going to lose his mind. So he says, keep your eyes open for April 28th, May 1st, 5th, 8th, and the 12th. I mean, let's take a look at the calendar. We got to take a look at the calendar here and see. I mean, that's literally in 1 week. So that's what I'm saying. We could be getting an update in maybe a week from now, 2 weeks from now. I mean, it's not going to be that long. Maybe 3 weeks. We're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe a month at max. But there should be rumblings. There should be something going on. If you want me to believe that the game is coming out later this year, I mean, they're going to have to do something. Either it's a delay again, or the game is actually coming out when they say. I mean, there is going to have to be an update some point. I mean, there just really actually is going to have to be an update. That's what we know. We don't know when the update is. We don't know if it's going to be positive or negative, but we do know that at some point they will have to pull the curtain back in a way that makes sense. I mean, there has to be an update sooner rather than later. You can't go into August without an update and expect people to believe that the game is coming out. I mean, it's just obvious that it's not. There would be no benefit. Really, there would be no benefit for them waiting that long. Yeah, they said the marketing is going to begin this summer. Now, it's again, of course, assuming everything's on track. And if it is, then that's what I'm saying. We're just around the corner. Whether it's positive or negative, there's going to be GTA 6 rumblings and confirmations pretty soon here. There would have to be. I mean, I don't know why they would skip out on that. That wouldn't make any sense. That's what they've said. I mean, at some point, the investors are going to raise eyebrows and say, what's really going on with this game? If you have to delay it 3 times, maybe... no, it's been delayed officially 1 time, I believe. I mean, 2 if you want to get technical, I guess. But, yeah, I just don't think that it would make sense at all for them to not update it. We got to get you guys going. We got to get you guys locked in. Jeez, who is this hobo in here? I swear these hobos joined 5 months ago. What a great call from Adam. What a great call. Joined 5 months ago, by the way. I mean, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. It don't matter if you have an opinion that is friendly or an opinion that is about the topic. It's still disingenuous because you joined 5 months ago. No one's joining YouTube 5 months ago with good faith. You understand how that works? You understand how that works? They're not ready and they can't handle it. Someone should do that video with 1,000 PS3s. I mean, imagine how much power that would take. That's over 1,000. That's over 800 watts, ain't it? Easily. How high does the PlayStation 3 get? I mean, it's a console. It can't get too high. It's not a computer. But if you add 1,000 in, I mean, shit. I mean, even if you did 100 PS3s combined, I think. But I don't know. The software was probably custom built or something. I don't think you can do that. You can't tether them together, can you? It's probably custom built software. We need to fake fan Andes won't show up until the next trailer drop. Well, that's okay because the chat will be moving so fast that they won't be getting the attention. Well, what if you did 100 PS3s? But how can you tether them together? I don't think you can just do that out of the box, right? It was probably custom software. Or they used Linux, which you can't do anymore. I mean, maybe you can. I don't know. There's probably a way to do it. I don't know. But wouldn't that be a crazy video? We connected 100 PS. You have the PS3s in the background, like a Mr. Beast video. We connected 100 PS3s in 2026 to build a supercomputer. What can it do? I mean, that's like a Linus Tech Tips video. Really, honestly, that's like a Linus Tech Tips video. Each original PS3 uses up to 210 watts. Holy shit. You would need a massive power source to run 1,000 of these bees? Well, yeah, we were talking about, it was the Army or something. They were using the PS3s to build the supercomputer, but yeah, I guess that's not realistic. Well, maybe five of them you could tether them together. I don't know. Let's get these incels banned. You can easily revert the firmware to an old and install Linux. Yeah, but how did they tether them together? Were they receiving custom units that were built just for that, or there's no way they just bought a PlayStation 3 and said we're going to cluster these? How do you cluster a PlayStation 3 together? It had to be custom. Yeah, I had Linux on mine. I thought it was the coolest thing. You could, it was a computer, literally. Where's Input Funny? He's already left. Did this guy get a job? Is he going to eventually support the show, or what's going on? He's not in here anymore. This is a 5-minute Andy. I'm going to start getting the stopwatch out here, and we're going to start timing people in here and see how long they last. This is ridiculous. They come in here for the little dopamine hit. They say, well, Michael's boring. Well, I'm not boring. You're just a loser. I mean, really, honestly, that's where it stands. You're just a loser. World Class isn't boring. I'm on the Chromecast video. You're not, okay? Why don't you sit the fuck down for 1 second and get your ego and leave it at the door, okay? Because I leave mine at the door. Maybe you should do the same. They decommissioned the cluster when the project was over and sold the units off on eBay. I know a guy who bought one. Oh, so it was custom hardware or something? Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's take a look. Let's take it. No, it was probably custom hardware, custom software built for that. So there's probably actually no way to do it, but that would be insane. Hello, he's eating chili, by the way. I mean, what does this guy think this is? The Food Network? I mean, he thinks this is Dear Diary, I made chili today. Well, why doesn't he start making videos about how to make great chili? No one can make better chili than Impa Funny. How about he makes a video that says that? I'm going to have to start a cooking show soon, and I'm going to say I'm the best cook in the world. And if you disagree, we're going to get you on up out of here. Man, I think the cooking show, if we did a cooking show, I think we would be very successful again. I think we would be, the numbers would be much stronger, because, but then again, you have to buy food, and that's expensive. That shit adds up quick. That's more than a video game. If you get all the ingredients for a big meal, that's way more than a video game. Trailer 3 should be similar to the first two to get the hype back, and you get gameplay trailers a few months before it comes out. Well, in order for me to get the hype, because what we're going to do is we're going to watch Trailer 3. And, you know, at the end of the trailer, it's going to show when it's coming out. And if that date's changed, if I watch Trailer 3, this will be what we're looking for the most, because we'll decide, we'll let it sink in and marinate. But what we're looking for with Trailer 3 the most is we're looking for the end date. That's what we're looking for. And if that has shifted to 2027, there's no point to continue discussing this game. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Nobody wants to sit around and wait for what could be a great game, but we don't got time for that. I don't need another delay. We've already been waiting long enough. It's getting utterly ridiculous, believe me, and you know, it's a sad situation. I mean, I've been covering this before some of you guys were even in here. Who was in here for the 2023 stream? I mean, I can check too, so don't lie. Don't lie, I can check. Now, what you losers love doing is saying, well, Michael, I've been watching your show since 2017. I just didn't leave a comment. That's bullshit. Because first of all, there's no way that I can prove that you've been watching. We have to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. Shut that down. We've already learned our lesson in that. Giving these people in here, some of these people in here, the benefit of the doubt, that is a massive L. So unless you left a comment back then to prove that you've actually been watching that long, then we can't take it face value. We just can't. I was not here. So you guys weren't here for 2023. We were going to stay up all night. The trailer came out multiple hours early. Look at this right here. MJ Cartilage in the building with a 9-month loyalty. We're not giving them the benefit. We're not giving them the benefit of the doubt. We've done that too many times and we got burned. MJ Cartilage in the building with a 9-month loyalty badge. It is what we love to see. Trailer 3 will show a hurricane. Do we really need to see that, though? I mean, I guess it probably could. I mean, because that would hype up the normies. They would say, holy shit, they got dynamic weather, hurricanes. Let's see here. Trailer 1 was from the hotel. Yeah, and we were going to stay up all night for the, we were going to stay up all night. It was going to be a big show. But the trailer came out 8 hours early, 9 hours early, whatever it was. And I remember holding off for a little bit. I think we discussed it for 40 minutes, and I said, you guys have already watched the trailer. I haven't even seen the game, have no idea what it is outside of the leaked footage. And I said, I'm going to hold off on this trailer 1 thing while you guys devour the trailer 1. You have your opinion on it. I'm going to hit play 40 minutes after the fact that it's been out. And I'm going to, you can watch my reaction. It's legit. And, you know, we were blown away at the time. The graphics are unbelievable, amazing. And they're still great, but I don't know if they're as strong as they were back in 2023. I mean, the fact that the game isn't out is unbelievable. I mean, every day we wake up and we realize that the game still isn't out. It's almost like we're living in a fucking fantasy of this game never releasing. I mean, don't you wake up every day and say, where the hell is this game? I mean, it's just like, bro, it is utterly ridiculous, bro. I mean, it really is getting to a point, and I understand greatness takes time. And I think when the game comes out, I think you'll be, appreciating the fact that they actually did cook with the game. But, it's the wait is just, well, first of all, the big problem was they put out the trailer. They knew the game was, you can't. They put out the trailer. They said 2025 and 2023. Why would you do that? That's fucking stupid, right? So you showed us something that was like next level, right? Unbelievable. Vice City, next gen. Holy fucking shit, right? In 2023, late 2023, early December of 2023, you said, this is Grand Theft Auto 6. This is Rockstar Games. We're working on this. Sit your bitch ass down. We back on the throne. Okay. And then at the end of the trailer, it says 2025. My interest level went all the way down to fucking zero. I said, this is ridiculous. Why are you showing off this amazing trailer, and yet the game isn't coming out until 2025? You can kiss my foot with that bullshit. And then they did it again. Before trailer 2 came out, the game got delayed, and then they just randomly threw up the trailer. They didn't announce it coming. They just said, here it is. Shut your bitch ass up. And that trailer said May 26th, right? Hell, I can't remember the timeline. No, it didn't. I can't remember. I mean, I really don't remember. I think it said May 20. There's no fucking. Did trailer 2 say May 26th at the end? So both trailers were lies at the end? Holy shit. I can go back. I can go on their YouTube because they can't update that. Let me check trailer. What does trailer 1? What does trailer 2 say at the end? Does it say May 26th? Oh my God. It does, doesn't it? So both trailers had lies at the end. What? Okay, Mr. Boss for the win 3 hours ago. Yeah, the hype seems to be coming back here a little bit. Looks like people are making content. Yeah, trailer 2, it says May. So both trailers had lies at the end. Yeah, May 26, 2026. Trailer 1 said 2025. I mean, holy shit. Yikes. So, and then in November, they delayed the game until 1 year later. Unbelievable. So trailer 3, I need an actual fact at the end of the trailer that says, no, we're actually releasing it in November. You can relax and shut the fuck up. Wouldn't that be amazing? Because these grifters need to sit the fuck down. I'm tired of it. We were in line at midnight in 2013. Where were you guys at in 2013? Probably in fucking diapers or something. I have no idea. I mean, it's just like, bro, I'm a fucking boomer. And until you're on the boomer, getting old is amazing. I mean, it really is, because you're a higher level of intellect. You really are. You guys that are in your early 20s, you're losers. I mean, really, you're honestly fucking losers. The most arrogant, know-it-all, dumb fucks. Really, honestly. I swear. I mean, just know that you're going to look back in 10 years. When you're in your early 30s, you're going to look back and be like, wow, I was a dumbass. And that's going to be a great reflection and a great perspective when you get older. It's so annoying to have these dumbasses in here that are in their 20s. If you're in your 20s, just get out of here, okay? You got to be 30 or above in here. I can't do it because we don't have the same thinking path anymore. I mean, in my early 20s, you can go back and watch the early 20 videos when I was 20-something years old. We had a lot of energy, a very different person. But that's just how it works, okay? In 10 years from now, we're going to be even older and more worn down and tired. And I don't care. That's even better. It's getting really annoying. These losers coming in here, they weren't with the fucking games when they came out. I was with the games. That's the benefit of being a boomer, is I can say that I was there. You weren't. So you don't have any idea, any inkling of what to expect here on November 19th, 2026. We have to hire a camera guy. If you're in the Chicagoland area, let me know. I got some cash. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook you up, and you're going to record random shit on November 19th. And we'll get you taken care of, and you're going to get that camera out, and you're going to record. You're going to document life on November 19th, because I'm going to be inside playing the game. And what we're going to do, we can maybe do this live, is, well, I don't want to say anymore. I have to stop talking about things because people love to steal ideas. So I'm going to stop there. But if the viewership is incredible, if the support is well above average, we will be doing what we can. Because why wouldn't? This is a full circle moment. I mean, my early videos, we were talking about Xbox 720p rumors. We were talking about GTA 5 rumors. I mean, this is a full circle. Because we started the channel right when GTA 5 almost came out, a little bit early, 2011. But, that's when the first trailer came out for GTA 5, I believe, in 2011. And then the game came out September of 2013. It's not a laugh my ass off situation. I don't care what Luke Steffen says, okay? Why do you validate what he says? Is it because of the eyeballs? Then send me a pair of fucking glasses to fix them. If you want to be so goddamn helpful, then get over here and fucking help me. You know what I mean? Like, quit being a fucking dumb pussy on the internet and actually fucking say, you know what, Michael? I'm a legit fucking dude. And man to man, we shake hands. That's what we talking about. So if y'all hate the eyeball so much, why don't you fucking throw a brother an eye patch or something? Shit, I'll wear the eye patch. That might give us more views. We got a little edge. I don't care. Imagine being 30 to 40 without a job. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Well, luckily this paid off. I mean, although right now, we've seen, but I will say there's a guy that goes live every night. This guy, wow. All I can say is thumbs up, Well, I don't care. I mean, you guys are talking about everyone else. I don't care what everyone else says. I don't care what Dreamcast guy says. I don't care what all these other YouTubers say. They're all losers, right? I don't care. They don't even show themselves playing video games. They cut to B-roll. They sit in front of a microphone, and you guys find that enthralling. I think you have to be on some heavy dose of medication to find that enthralling. I mean, you really have to have something up your ass to find that enthralling, to sit there for 2 hours and say, wow, I want to watch this guy yap. Now, this is a live stream, so it's different in my opinion, but I will never make a video of me yapping for 2 hours straight, or even 30 minutes straight. That's not content to me. And these pseudo-intellectual video essays are so terrible, over-edited MTV slop, and they've been doing that since 2012, 2013. These people they have these, I can't knock the hustle, though. I'm not going to say that I'm smarter, because obviously I'm not. I mean, if we were, we'd be, have way more fucking viewers and get way more support. But, I'm not going to knock the hustle, but I mean, it's just not for me. I'm not going to sit there and watch a fucking 30-minute video. I'm just not even a 15-minute video. I don't have patience for that. I'm sorry, I don't. If you can't get the information across within a minute or two, then I'm out. Why don't you respect my time, and then I'll hit subscribe? How about that? I don't need these fucking 15 long-minute videos with your dumb sponsor in it and say, this video was brought to you by NordVPN. Shut your bitch ass up. Get a job at McDonald's. What the fuck? It's just bro, it's ridiculous. Rip David, I don't know who that is. You are outside doing this shit, but some people in here, yeah, it's a sad situation. Yeah, I don't know who David is. You don't get it, Michael. I need to know where the electric pipes. Oh, Lord. Unreal. Clash of Clans, BTW. I don't think Raid Shadow Legends, do they still sponsor stuff? Isn't that? I think they wanted to sponsor me at one point, but it was a lowball offer, and I said, I mean, the channel was a little bit smaller back then, but I said, well, that's not where, I don't believe in the game. You want me to lie for, I mean, if it's a big amount, we can make it entertaining, but, like, I'm not going to do it for $50 or $100. Like, fuck that shit. Like, because I'm not into it. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, the game's amazing and put a fake smile on my face for $50? Like, I'm gonna need a little bit more than that, because that stings a little bit for me. I can't show garbage to my viewers, because it's like, bro, y'all can see through that. Y'all know we don't play that shit. But at some point we have to put that aside and put food on the table. I mean, if these people aren't in here are not going to drop the Bruce Wayne bucks, I mean, shit, we're gonna have to start chilling. Yeah, it's lowball Lonnie situation in here, and it's too much. It's too much. They can't handle it. I mean, today's stream was great support, but, well, could be a little stronger. But consistent support, I mean, from multiple people. I mean, it's not just, that's the thing. We had stronger support back, a few years ago. Really big support. I mean, when I look back on that, maybe we did fuck things up, but, I guess that's what has to happen, because... that's just the way it works. But we were making, I don't know what happened, but we didn't agree with their parasocial fantasy, and they pulled the plug. And, it is what it is, but that's okay. But I can tell you, so that's my advice, is to cater and pander as much as possible, because... once they pull the plug on you, it's over. And we haven't... I don't know what was going on. I guess we were living in the moment and we didn't even realize it, but the numbers haven't been the same since. They got mad. I don't know what we did. Couldn't handle it. That's because they're not interested in video games. See, the problem with going live is that you inherently create a parasocial audience. Because the videos, you can't connect with that. It's me putting a shirt over my head. What are you going to connect with? It's funny. Well, you like that, but you're not getting this discussion type stuff. You're not doing this, like, and it's like, I don't know, but. Can't handle it. Couldn't handle it. I'll buy you an eye patch. Well, if that's going to bring in more views, I'll put it on immediately. I actually think it might. It might add some character to the show. Let's take a look here. It's a lowball Lonnie situation. Could never be me. What is this guy talking about? Who's this guy? Hell, this guy's got me blocked in here. Oh, they're right here, what's this guy saying? They're arguing in here. I want to see what's going on. Let's take a look here. I don't know what's going on. Oh! They can't handle it. They can't handle it. It's unreal. 2023 was a great year with the Resident Evil 4 remake streams. Well, that's why Corruptcat had to feature World Class, because our streams were fantastic. I think we streamed that so many fucking times, and we did so many videos. I mean, yeah, we did heavy coverage of that game, and that's because we had the game early. What is up with the GTA 6 face scanning? I don't know what that means. Yeah, you should have to scan your face to play the game, I think. Or to at least purchase the game. I mean, you guys should be used to the eyeballs by now. You've been watching for almost 6 years. Some of you guys, I mean, I don't know why it's a problem still. I think you should be past that by now. I mean, you should have been past that. You know, if you watch World Class on a daily basis, I mean, you should be past the eyeballs. I don't. We're cracking open the second one, the second cherry flow. We need you to lock in, hit the like button, share the broadcast. Let's get it going. It might be a storm coming in here. Chromecast feature World Class, and that's not my first appearance. We're in the Cyberpunk video, which is so fantastic. In fact, we want to watch that on the anniversary stream. We'll do a 6-year anniversary stream if GTA 6 doesn't come out. That's a big if. If it comes out, then obviously we're not going back to Cyberpunk. They can kiss my ass with that garbage game. But we would like to react to that. But we might actually cry because that was one of the last. I mean that was a hard hit. I'm not gonna lie, because that was promising to be something really fucking cool, and then it turns out to be another generic fucking, it's just nothing of what they promised. And it's like. But the normies in here loved it. You should. Let's just say there were certain people that low-key loved the game, but they came on here and said that CD Projekt Red should never make a video game again. So they came in here and lied. And I honestly believe that they should have thrown the towel in. And I understand it's 6 years ago, so you guys probably don't remember it, or maybe you weren't there for it, but holy shit. Imagine hunting down the people in the Chromecast video. I don't know what that means. Well, the Resident Evil fans are rabid dogs, so you can't put anything past them. Cyberpunk, they even age restrict. That's what I'm saying. They're rabid dogs. I mean, they really are. They're rabid dogs. I've dealt with them on a smaller scale, which is actually probably worse. But I've dealt with them back in 2019, 2020. They're secretly watching still. We know who they are. And they're fucking weirdos. I'm sorry, but they're weirdos. They can't agree to disagree and say, well, that's your opinion. I respect it. And we'll agree to disagree. And they can't be that man. It has to be their way or the highway. If you came to me and said, Michael, Watch Dogs 2 sucks, I would say, you know what? In some ways it does. I'm not going to sit on here and defend these games like I made them, or defend these games like they're perfect when they're not. But that's the maturity level that I'm at. Same goes for a movie that I like, right? If you came to me and said, now if you're coming to me in bad faith and you're just trolling, that's different, right? But if you're coming to have a good debate or a discussion or what have you, or we can listen to your perspective on why you didn't think it was that great, that's a different story. But if you're coming in bad faith, and that's, obviously. We got King Jose in here. How do you say welcome in Spanish? We'll say sí. I think that means yes, right? We'll say sí. Sí, señor. We got King Jose. I found you via the Chromecast video. You joined 3 minutes ago. You're banned. Now now this is what's happening. He just did that because there's no mods in here. You see how that just worked? This guy came in here. He said he joined World Class. He joined World Class from the Chromecast video. Immediately, I doubt that. No one's coming in here to say that. No one knows how to form sentences in here. So if you're already doing that, then we're already questioning a lot. And the reason why he did that is because there's no mod presence in here. It's a couple of members and gray usernames. That's why he came in here and just did that. They wait until the mod presence, and that's what they do. Because really, when you flip it, and if I'm a troll, and I'm going to troll this chat, I'm going to wait for them blue wrenches to dissipate a little bit when they wear down, right? Because I can swoop in, and the only person that's going to get it out is World Class. Because my mods, they can't be dedicated to this show. That could never be them, right? I mean, there's a few that are. I mean, I remember Blur not the other night, but it was about, probably about half a year ago at this point. I don't remember. But I remember Blur was the only mod in there, and it was a hellish night. They got really rowdy. It was a whack-a-mole situation for one of the walking streams. And it's a shame because the weather's so beautiful. We would love to walk around, but I don't think you guys can handle it. Your face wasn't even in the video. That's okay. I don't need my face in the video because, quite frankly, it would take away from the message. And other people's faces weren't in the video either. I'm glad Chromecat didn't put my face in the video because, honestly, my eyes would be distracting. I'm not trolling. Now, I'm not saying that's why he didn't do it. I have no idea, but I don't need to be in the video. The message is more important, and if we can get the message out without the distraction of the face, that's fine with me. Doesn't matter. I actually agree with it. Because if you were to show my face, they get hung up on a simple thing. And then the message of what we're saying doesn't hit as strong. So the normies, they don't know who World Class is. They got a dose of the reality with Resident Evil 4 remake. Adam Theory, he says, I remember that too. That was before I was a mod. Blur was on fire. Yeah, Blur was the only one in here, and I said, this is crazy. I said, we'll remember that, and we did, because they've abandoned the show. I mean, they act like I stream for 8 hours a day. I mean, I've only been live for 2 hours here, and we'll be wrapping it up shortly. But, we're not asking people to be in here for that long. We don't stream for long periods of time. There was no way that guy could find your channel if your face wasn't in the video. Well, that's not true. Chromecat has all the channels in the description. Now, of course, you have to click on that. But not only that, I'm in the credits as well, so that's not true. Chromecat has credited everyone. Maybe you didn't watch the video. They're biting! Something just bit, and I think we're bleeding. Something was biting hard down there, and I'm not liking this at all. Could you imagine if I looked down and it was the beaver? I think that would be the end of World Class. I think we'd have a heart attack, and that's it. I swear we're bleeding, bro. That was a big sting. That was a big sting. Yeah, there's a little bit of blood. It's tiny, but yeah, we got bit. Have no idea what the hell that was. The bugs are biting, folks. We gotta not put shorts on. The bugs, but they love the legs, I tell you. No, it wasn't an ant. It was your mother. She's biting. I can show you the blood. I'm not making it up. It ain't gonna pick up on the camera though. It's a tiny spot. Your voice was like ASMR in that video, yeah. Rabies GG. Well, we went out with the bang, We'll live stream the rabies process. It's never been done before. Wow, they're really attached here. You guys are not listening. You guys are not listening. We're going to be wrapping this up here shortly. We're going to be wrapping this up here shortly. We need you to lock in, though. Hit the like button, share the broadcast. Coyote pinch, coyote pinch. Wake you guys up a little bit there. We're not doing any crackle today, are we? That's fantastic. No crackle today. They are biting, believe me. They're biting. That we can tell you. Let's get you up out of here. We need mods in here, and I don't know what these mods are doing, but, I mean, there's obvious troll attempts in here. I can barely see the screen, and I can still see it. What are you mods doing? You got to police the chat. That's why you got the blue wrench. I already said, YouTube, you got to roll out phantom mods. I got to have people in here that are mods, but you can't tell that they're mods. That would solve a lot of problems. I don't care if the audio is good. I'm talking about something else right now. I know the audio is good because I've asked them earlier. They would have bitched if it were crackling, and I said, well, maybe you guys deserve the crackle. Gives a little bit more flair. Go inside or go to the shelter. Well, let's get you up out of here. What a fucking loser. 30-minute timeout. Kiss my ass on the way out, okay? Why don't you just shut the fuck up and sit down? Unreal. Do this, do that. How about you just shut up? I mean, really, honestly. There's nothing, you know, you gotta, where's the support? We need one big super chat to send us off. Jeez. Mods that move in silence, very interesting concept. Well, it just, you know, to trolls, they wouldn't know that they're a mod. I mean, you have to think about it from that perspective. I mean, it's a little deep, but... Shalapula, shalapula. Yep, the shelter, by the way. Why don't you go to the fucking shelter? I swear, these people need to get some... Well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to watch trailer 1. Since you guys are getting bored in here, we got to get a hype session going. Adam Theory is coming through, and he carried us in the summer of last year. And hopefully this is the summer of GTA 6, and it's going to be popping in here. That view count should go up by at least 100 viewers. Let's get to 300 viewers every stream. That would be utterly fantastic. I mean, in fact, we should already be there by now. It's kind of sick that we're not. We got bugs everywhere. Adam Theory coming through. Okay, let's not talk about mods. If you guys are more interested in mods than the biggest video game in the world, I honestly think that's a mental illness. And we got enough of that in here as it is. How about this? Come on.
Well, look who's back. The only way
Is it echoing?
we're gonna get through this
We need you to lock
is
in.
by sticking together.
We need you to lock in. They can't handle it. Trust.
Trust.
Trust. Look at that right there. Grand Theft Auto 6, November 19th, 2026. They can't handle it. Really a sad situation. Unreal. That we can tell you. It's a sad situation, that we can tell you. Well, if you missed it earlier, I said this game is doomed right now. They got a big problem brewing. And that's because AI is getting better. AI is getting stronger. And more people are believing it, too. You guys probably don't... They can't handle it. I mean, it's unbelievable. They can't handle it. Run it back again. It's almost too much content. I mean, I'd rather sit out here and rock back and forth because they love that. They love when we rock back and forth. And I said, well, that's fantastic that you love it. Because they're biting down here. I mean, the bugs love it too. They're biting. Lucia can fight her way out. Not woke, by the way. Oh man, yeah, I remember a few years ago they would call in, and they would say that the game isn't woke, and it's just. I mean, you know, this gamer audience has gotten so soft. They really have. When you're a man, you're supposed to be a man, right? I mean, it's just, you're a man. You're supposed to hit the gym. You're supposed to have a great job. You got to support, right? Men are strong, okay? These pussies in here, I don't know if it's because of the COVID shot, clot shot. I don't know, man. But, like, something has shifted in here where these men are like women. And they just have way too much testosterone levels that are not where they need to be. And they have emotions like losers. And I just don't get it. Go outside and mow the grass or something. I mean, be a man. You know, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Cage fighter since what did they say? As soon as Lucia could walk, she was in the cage fighting and stuff like that. I can't imagine the flashbacks in this garbage game. The storyline's going to be terrible in this game. I think that will be pretty mid. I mean, I think the end will be emotional and they'll win people back over, but I think it's going to be, the story's going to be iffy and questionable. It's the definition of woke that I can tell you. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it really is the definition of woke, and they just can't handle it in here. Imagine wearing a face mask. Could never be you. Well, they're still wearing face masks. They're still wearing face masks, by the way. Most men have poopy butt they don't really wipe. Wow. Well, with that said, I might have to end the stream because that's a little too much information. Didn't know that. Fun fact of the day, by the way. Where's the last super chat of the broadcast? You guys are tiring out. I mean, it's a sad situation, that we can tell you. I've already made my point. They didn't want to talk about it. They don't agree until Luke Steffens makes a video, or Dreamcast guy, or any of these other channels that they love to watch, whoever it might be. They're waiting for the general consensus to have the same take, and they won't give me credit for it. Though they won't come back and say, wow, you were spot on, you were ahead of the curve here. No, we're not ahead of the curve according to you guys, because you guys don't listen. But if anyone else, if it were a different messenger, you would agree, you know. It's a little popularity contest on here. This is the high school mentality. You guys are on that high school lunch table. You got your cliques. You haven't evolved from that. It must have been a very scarring experience. I mean, it really must have been. We fit in with everyone. World Class was a somebody in high school, believe me. And we fit in with everyone. You know, we could sit with the losers. We could sit with the preps. We could sit with... whoever we wanted to, and we would fit right in. They said World Class. I mean, we were a champion, believe me. Refords, by the way. Refords, by the, I think I'm banned in his chat. I don't know why. I don't think I ever went over there and said anything negative, but I mean, I watch him. I watch Reforge. I listen to him. Just like you guys, you listen to you listen to World Class in the background instead of interacting, but I don't care about men. Quit talking about men. I'm going to wrap it up. You guys are way off. Quit being an off-topic Andy and get the video game love back in your life. Be like, oh my God, video games. Who's the retard? Not world class. You are, okay? I don't care that you don't like. This is why we're going to start chilling. Because unfortunately, whether it has cultivated an audience that hates video games. Well, you misinterpreted the show. I don't hate video games. I have a very selective taste. If that means I only like 3 video games in the last 5 years, that doesn't mean I hate video games. Shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. I'm sick and tired of it. No one cares about your disinterest in video games. You know? Holy shit. It's beyond cringe. Just go get a job then. Shit. I'm glad they don't hit the same for you, because now you don't have as many excuses. You have to get out there and get that summer job. Trying to grind in World of Warcraft, by the way. Well, why don't you grind in the real life? Apparently Xbox Game Pass. Yeah, Xbox Game Pass, they're dropping the price. But you're losing. Here's the thing. I did forget to bring this up. Call of Duty is not coming day one to Game Pass anymore, and that's crazy. Now you have to. It's not coming day one to Game Pass anymore. What that means is that they're probably going to pull other games as well. It's not coming to Game Pass day one. So now you got to spend full price. And it's like, yikes. Now you got to spend full price. It's a sad situation. No, Trailer 3 is not going to show gameplay. They don't do that. You're not getting gameplay. It's not getting delayed. You can you actually come in here and formulate an argument that says it will be delayed? Because I would love to know why you think it's going to get delayed, other than Rockstar's quiet. That's not an excuse. That's not a reason. What evidence do you have to support your argument? This is what you learned in high school, how to do debates. What evidence do you have to support your argument that Rockstar is going to delay the game? Name 2 reasons why you think Rockstar is going to delay the game, and what is your evidence to suggest that they are going to delay the game? I don't think you can name 2 reasons. Go ahead. That's what I thought. Nothing but crickets from you losers. I don't got time either. The battery's going to go. See, I mean, I got to sit out here and get eaten by bugs before you guys can formulate a 1 sentence. That's what I'm saying. They honestly can't. They just throw out, it's going to get delayed. It's going to get, well, where do you think it's going to get delayed? Why do you think it's going to get delayed? You can't. I've already told you why I don't think it will be delayed. You don't have to agree, but those are my reasons. He can't even talk. He can't argue. Yeah, I'm actually asking for a lot in here. These people are. I've never dealt with this. You have to understand. I've performed in front of thousands of people in real life. I can get everyone to talk in real life, and believe me, they see the eyeballs. And it's just like, when I know that I can communicate with people in real life on a performance level, this is beyond weird to me, because it's like there is no reason for you to sit here and do this and be so clammed up, and you can't even formulate 1 fucking sentence. I can get people to face-to-face communicate with world class. I mean, believe me, we can. It's not hard. Hold on here. There's been nothing but curated cutscenes. Show me gameplay. Well, that's not how Rockstar operates. That's not how Rockstar works, so you're going to have to slow your roll on that. The Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake, we might have to shield it because, we need a few subscribers. I mean, honestly, why would I not shield it? Why would I say it sucks? What is that going to win me over? A bunch of stupid commenters that, yeah, this sucks, it's soulless. I mean, really, honestly, you're better. If you were to start a YouTube channel today, I wouldn't say that. I would never recommend anyone saying a negative opinion, because really what it's going to foster is people that hate everything and are depressed all the time. You want to have a you just have to give it the benefit of the doubt. React to trailer 2 again. React to trailer 2 again. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. We finally got a sentence. The last super chat of the broadcast right here. Fable is in the building.
Punisher 6,232 has
Come on.
just tipped $9.99.
Come on. Come on, homie.
Super chat.
Come on.
Times are actually pointing to no delays. This
That's what I'm talking about.
to the other delays, but many insiders come out and talk about how Rockstar isn't feeling confident. This time around everyone's quiet.
You have to let them cook. Crowcat spent weeks and weeks and weeks and months and months and months on the freaking video. You have to let Rockstar Games cook. You know? They have always been silent in the past. In fact, we have waited longer. The wait from trailer 1 to trailer 2 was longer than the wait that we're experiencing now. So the drought from trailer 1 to trailer 2 was over 400 something days, I believe. You can go do the math. From December of 2023 to May of 2025. That's how long it was. So over a year. Okay. The wait is not going to be as long because there will be information soon. I mean, whether it's good or bad, I guess that's, we'll face that when it comes. But something is going to have to give soon, because that's just how it's going to have to happen. So we're approaching summer of 2026, and we got to start locking in. And I said May 1st, I think we really need to start maybe doing daily GTA 6 discussion streams. Hopefully you guys can formulate sentences by then. I suggest, maybe going to AI and saying, I have trouble chatting in Michael's chat. And it'll break it down like Dr. Phil. I mean, really, honestly. Just tell it to pretend like you're Dr. Phil, and then say you have trouble chatting in Michael's chat, youtube.com/MichaelDoesLife, and it'll help you out. I mean, really. So Fable is in the building with the 10, the last super chat probably of the broadcast here, and he says signs are actually pointing to no delays. The day compared to the other delays had many insiders come out and talk about how Rockstar isn't feeling confident this time around. Everyone is quiet. Like I said, you got to let them cook. And again, the wait from trailer 1 to trailer 2 was over 400 something days. Right now we are approaching the 1 year mark. So it's coming up to 365. And that still would be shorter than the wait from trailer 1 to trailer 2. That's why I thought trailer 2 was a disappointment, because we went over 400 days without any updates, by the way. They got to start locking in. It's just unbelievable that we can tell you. GTA 6 gameplay is going to be the same as 5. I disagree. No, this guy's a loser. I got to get you out of here. You joined 1 minute ago, banned. You got to get these LARPers out of here. These people are insane. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, Lord. It is happening, folks. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And you know what I said? Fable, I said, you were probably listening, but I said, I said, I need these doubters, and I need these people to say, well, if you don't think that the game is coming out in November, we got low battery. We got low battery. We have low battery, folks. It is a low battery situation, so we are going to have to wrap it up right here before it cuts off. We're going to have to wrap it up here. We're going to have to wrap it up here in a way that makes sense. The fake fans aren't ready. Same as GTA. Well, you can't look at that. That guy made his account 1 minute ago. It's a loser. It's a total loser, total insult. The earnings call in May, early May, we might see something in the next few weeks. Well, hopefully we do. I mean, I think that's going to happen sooner rather than later. I mean, they have to bark about this game. The investors are probably clamoring for something new. No, we have low battery. It says 6%. I have to wrap this up. So we're going to call it here. We're going to call it here. And again, if you missed it, this is why the game is in a situation where they have to put it out sooner rather than later. We have AI coming in, and it's taking over. The leaks are getting more crazy, realistic. And Rockstar needs to come out of the woodwork, and they need to reconfirm that, no, this is what the game actually looks like. This is what you can actually do in the game. That's what needs to happen, believe me. That's what needs to happen. Alrighty, folks, we are going to wrap it up here before it cuts off. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show, and we will see you later. It's over. Hey there, mister. Who let the simpleton out of the asylum?